Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your June 2023 reading. Take a deep breath. Join me in taking a deep breath. Okay, so I do have my June calendar open. About half of it is full already. I have 20% off my astrology and tarot readings, excluding the 6-month reading. I do have like 3 spots open for that 6-month reading. All the other readings I have, astrology and tarot, the Zoom readings, all of that, 20% off using the code SPRING23, SPRING 23. That'll be good until the end of June. So even if you want to like schedule in July, that's fine with me as well. I'm going to restrict my face-to-face Zooms readings in July and August just to give myself a little break. It's just a little easier for me to do recorded readings right now because I can like give myself time just in case I'm not really feeling super duper great. Yeah, so anyway, things are great though. I'm really enjoying getting these readings out to you guys, and especially the 6-month readings, man, they've been a doozy so far. So if you've never had one of my 6-month readings before, they're pretty accurate. I'm proud of them because I've had so many people come to me and tell me how accurate they are. So yeah, they're pretty cool and they're really fun. And there's something going on in the second half of this year because everybody is kind of shifting into like a whole new paradigm of things. So just an FYI. All right. Let's get a surrender card for your June, Capricorn, using the power of surrender. Let's see what it is. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Deal. This looks good. Okay. So you got 2. It's funny, Sagittarius got 2. I think Scorpio got 2 also. The first one is surrender low self-esteem. This one flew out of the deck. So you deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. A lot of times, Capricorns, you guys will beat yourselves up if like materially, like monetary or material stuff. Not that you guys are materialistic in any way. It's just the hard work. Like if you're working really, really hard and you feel like you're not getting anything out of it or there's nothing coming from it, you can really, really have low self-esteem from that because you feel like you're not doing good enough. There's that good enough quality there. And that's not true. Sometimes if you're doing something and it's not working out, then you're meant to pivot. You're meant to do something else. The other card that you got was surrender your desire to control people. So being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Okay. So sun, moon, and rising, surrender your desire to control people and surrender low self-esteem. I kind of feel like the self-esteem part, that's an inner battle, obviously, that you guys have. Like, I want you to surround yourself with people that are celebrating you. I want you to surround yourself with people that understand your worth and know your worth and that celebrate you. But you can't force people to be that for you. Do you see what I mean? Like these two really, but you also have to be willing to look at your own self-esteem before you ask anybody else to celebrate you. Are you celebrating yourself? And that may look different than what it used to look like. Like you celebrating yourself, really, that may look different than what it used to look like. So just be kind to yourself. Like you guys are so hard on yourselves. Ugh. Earth signs. So hard. Oh, welcome to your reading, Capricorn. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is what I meant. If something feels like it's not working out, if you're really working your magic and you're giving and giving and giving and you really, really, really want this, hands off, right? First card that came out was the Devil. Welcome to your reading, Capricorn. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. I love having your energy in your readings. It's fantastic. We have the Magician. And we have the Five of Cups. That's all on the top row. On the bottom, we have the Nine of Cups and we have the Six of Pentacles. This is exactly what I was talking about. I feel like you're learning lessons on how to manifest things in your life. So one of the things that I've learned recently is manifesting in your life is really taking accountability and responsibility for your part. And then letting the energies around us, because everything is made of energy, like this table, energy, my phone, energy, my head, energy, everything's energy, everything, money, words, actions, everything we do, right? So doing everything all the way up to where you can do it and then not giving more. And that's where you guys can have that problem. There's something that you really got to let go of. This Five of Cups is that self-esteem part that's a little bit difficult for you guys right now. The Five of Cups, I really look at all the fives in the tarot deck as a lack, right? It could be a lack mentality, could be an actual physical lack, could be an emotional lack. But here, this part is reminding you that through that grief and through that low self-esteem, you still have two full cups behind you. The Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So the Nine of Cups is the wish card. And the Six of Pentacles is a really good reminder of where you're putting your energy. If you are focusing on the negative, you're like, seriously, I want you to try an experiment. I love experiments. I want you to try an experiment. Just for a day. I want you to think of everything positive in a positive light. Even if it kind of sucks a little bit, I want you to be like, that's interesting. That's kind of shifted my day a little bit, but it's okay. We'll see how it turns out. Like, we'll see how it comes out or whatever. Like, change your perspective. Look at everything in a positive way. Even if like your time frame was shifted or something was shifted in some way, look at all of it in a positive way and putting all of your energy onto that. And then I want you to notice how the positive, like if you're genuinely looking at things positively and in an optimistic way, you'll see tons of optimism and you'll see tons of positivity. You'll see tons of happiness and love and like people doing good deeds and all of that, because that's what you're focused on. You're focused on what's positive. And see how that changes your point of view. I actually know a Capricorn and her YouTube channel. A Capricorn she's very optimistic about life and about things. And she has this infectious smile. So go over to her YouTube. It's the Jackie is Alive is the name of her YouTube. And she's got some really great videos. You can tell that she's kind of like healing and learning and processing and sharing with everybody at the same time, kind of very similar to the way that I do that as well, the things in her life. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, no matter what is happening in your life, you can shift the perspective and be able to manifest those things that you really, really want to bring into your life in a positive way. It's not an overnight thing. It's not going to be overnight, but the more you work to not control other people in your space, the more you work to raise that self-esteem and recognize that you are worthy of all of the things that you want to have in your life. It's not that it's easily or just magically going to appear, but it's going to be easier to obtain because you'll be able to see it all in a different perspective. It's really about the way that you're looking at things. And I know a lot of people they just want magic to happen. And that is magic. Like, it really is. But there are some times that we, like, Capricorns know more than anybody. Saturnian ruled, right? You got to work for what you want. But sometimes there's magic involved too. You just got to be looking for it. Not sticking your head in the sand and hoping things just go away. Let's see what this the Devil's card. Oh, yes. And see, here's this thing. I think we're going to clarify all of them, actually. One more. Yep, we sure did. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. Love that. Okay. For some of you, there's like an Aries or a fire sign or something like that I feel like you're recognizing is probably not good for you. Yeah, and all of these clarifiers came out. It's exactly what I'm talking about, Capricorn. We have the 5 of Swords on the Devil, and this is really talking yourself out of things. Like, I feel like you're really learning a lesson to not talk yourself out of the things that you really want to do. Because if you have an idea and it's not really coming together quite yet, but you have this brilliant idea, I want you to hang on to that idea. I don't want you to just let it go just because it's not all coming together immediately. Like, we live in such a instant gratification society that we forget that instant gratification is not the long haul. And Saturn is about the long haul. Just saying. So pull your Capricorn ways back. You guys know that the older you get, the younger you become. Do you guys know that? My dad was such a more fun person in his, like, he's still alive, but he's a much more fun person now than he was when I was younger, because he was all stressed out and trying to, like, deal with this serious ass life that we're living in. And it's like, and that's what you guys do. So the 5 of Swords is that low self-esteem. You guys are talking yourself out of how amazing you are. Stop. You don't need to. And then the 10 of Wands, and this is right on brand, 10 of Wands with the Magician. Whatever you're working on, or whatever you're doing, whatever you're manifesting. And remember, we talked about manifesting. He has all the tools here to get what he wants, but here you are holding everything up. You guys don't have to be the strongest person in the room. Like, mentally, emotionally. You guys don't have to be the ones that are carrying the load all the time. Capricorns were born tiny adults. So for your entire existence, you guys have probably either been holding the emotions of your family, you've been holding down the fort. Some of you have probably even been working for your family since a very young age. And you've been carrying the heavy load. And this 10 of Wands is saying that carrying of the heavy load is almost over. Like, you're not going to have to do it for too much longer. Then we have the King of Wands on the 5 of Cups. So this fire sign could be an Aries, could be a Sagittarius, could be a Leo. I don't have a Leo energy here, but easily could be a Leo too. But there's something about this person that you're recognizing. Like, I feel like you do have to grieve. There's something about this person, whether it's a relationship, whether it was a crush, whether it was a long-term relationship, whether it was a shorter, there's something that you're grieving through this, like whether you can't be together or something like that. And that might be the heavy load. That might, like little things like that where you feel like you're not good enough for someone, like if this person left. But things like that can really hurt the self-esteem, right? So remembering that we align with people on our path, sometimes just for a brief moment, for a season, to learn a lesson, things like that might be able to hurt the pain. But the easiest way to get through this is to go through it, go through the emotions, feel how you really feel, and then ask yourself what the real reason is, because you may not even be sad that you're losing that particular person. It could be the idea of them. Eight of Swords on the Nine of Cups. The Eight of Swords is a self-imposed imprisonment of the mind. Swords are our thoughts. She can easily get out of this. She's not tied up tightly. She's blindfolded. She could take those blindfolds off and walk through these swords and no longer be restricted. And what is it that you're restricted from? Literally what you wish for. You are restricting yourself from what you wish for. What you want to manifest, what you want to bring into your life, because you're overthinking it. I get it. I'm a Virgo. I overthink everything. Really trying to stop doing that. It's getting better. It really is. It's getting, I don't think everything is like going to be a discombobulated mess anymore. But that Eight of Swords can put you in a position where you don't get what you want. Because if you keep thinking that you're not going to get what you want, then you're not going to go for it. You're not going to put your all into it. You're not going to put all your energy into that. Why would you put your energy into something that you don't think that you deserve it? I mean, these are the questions. These are the questions that we should be asking ourselves. Why are you putting all of this energy into it, right? And then we have the Six of Pentacles with the Emperor. The Emperor is a dictator. He is about clout. He is about money. He is about control. And you can absolutely control where your energy is going, but you cannot control the people and you cannot control the situations surrounding where you're putting your energy. So you yourself have to really be aware and cautious of where you're placing those energies. Some people call those boundaries. Boundaries are meant to bring things in. Boundaries are meant to allow you to be open and vulnerable so that you can bring things into your life and not just keep people out. Will boundaries keep people out? Absolutely. The people that aren't meant to be in your journey, they'll keep them out. But boundaries will also show other people, like, this is what I'm open to. Like, this is here. This is what I'm open to. This is how you can access me. Right? You don't want everybody to be able to have access to that energy that you give. And then we have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. And then we have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So going to the worst possible case scenario. I have 2 tens in this reading. So I feel like you're closing out a cycle, and I feel like that cycle that you're closing out might even have a little bit of martyrdom. Don't kill me for saying that. It's just part of our, like we've been programmed, to believe that we need to be the martyr of things, and we just don't, right? So like, don't kill me for saying that. But I do. I feel like there's kind of this martyrdom programming that you might be running through your mind, and that's where the low self-esteem and the desire to control people is coming from. I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this, and what do I get in return? Nothing. But I don't think that you're doing it consciously. Like, I don't think that it's something that you're doing. So just becoming aware if you ever find yourself going down that road. I don't think that all of you guys do that. I used to be that way. If it helps you to feel better about me saying that, like I used to be that way all the time, and I would project my shit onto people, being the martyr, and I had to learn that, like, I mean, I can do stuff for other people, but I can't have expectations unless I voiced those expectations and they've agreed with them. You know, they've accepted them. But this 10 of Swords, this is like the fact that it came out right underneath Temperance is really, I want you to temper your mind. I want you to stop projecting the fears into the future, because that's only harming you. It's not hurting anybody else but you, projecting those fears into the future. And also you're projecting those fears in the future based on what? Things that didn't work out in the past that you can't change? Sometimes it's even hard to figure things out in a present moment state. And that's when you just have to surrender the control of it all. You're worthy. You're worthy of everything that you want to bring into fruition. And you have to remember to have that patience, because Saturn is going to force that patience on you, whether you like it or not. So you might as well cultivate it for yourself. You know, it's just easier, being easier on yourself. I love you guys. Take good care, and hope to see some of you in readings this month. I will see you soon. Bye.